Hi guys, how are you doing? It's Elaine Bintz, fitness coach and nutritionist. It's June of 2024 and I want to take a moment to say happy Father's Day to all the dads, foster dads, adoptive dads, bonus dads, grandpas, uncles, everybody who plays a father figure role in someone's life. Happy Father's Day. Also, if you want to connect in person, our next in-person event will be on Saturday, June 8th at 9 a.m. at the Lake County Fairgrounds in Crown Point, Indiana. And we meet by the playground. This event is Walk with a Doc. For more information, you can check out my website. It's elainebintz.com. Typically, this walk happens on the second Saturday of every month. And our location is the Lake County Fairgrounds, but if there's been any changes, you could just check my website or check the Walk with the Doc website for any updates on location. So our June challenge, I want to get right to it. So we are starting our new June challenge, but if you're just tuning into my YouTube channel, my name is Elaine Bintz. I've been practicing in the wellness field for 25 years. I work with clients in person in the Cherville, Indiana and Northwest Indiana area, Dyer, Highland, Crown Point, Maryville, Cherville, St. John, Griffith, so in the local area in person, but then also online remotely with clients all over. So what we're discussing are skills associated with nutrition habits. So I have a degree in nutrition and I've done a continuing ed program called Precision Nutrition. And what we're going through are 9 skills. So this one for June is going to be the third of 9 skills I've introduced that help people build a healthier diet. So say for example, you're one of my coaching clients and we just started working together. We would kind of identify any health conditions, diagnosis, medical diagnoses, medications, food allergies, anything associated in your life with your diet that you would want to improve, and we incorporate these skills into your lifestyle. So just a quick review, if you have not been following my challenge, this can be found on my private Facebook group, Grow with Elaine, and also my YouTube channel, which is just my name. It's just my name, Elaine Bintz, for YouTube. Or also I'll put this in my June email because I have some clients who don't have access to either the YouTube or the Facebook. So just a quick review for what we started in April. The first set of skills was to plan, prioritize, and prepare. So know that, guys, this is a skill you're going to continue working on for a long time. So it's not like you just plan one time and you're done. So like June, where we live, it's really nice out. We have barbecues, there's graduation parties. I'm sure you have birthday parties in your family. Maybe there's wedding anniversaries, renewal of vows. There's all sorts of social stuff happening. In regards to your diet, it's a continual process. We would continue this first skill of planning, prioritizing, and preparing. So say maybe for example, you're going to a wedding on Saturday and it's the beginning of the week. You might want to kind of look at your schedule and say like, okay, well, I'm trying to lose weight. I want to lose a couple pounds. I'm getting in a bathing suit, or, there's a particular outfit or a dress I'd like to wear. I'm going to cut back on calories, maybe Monday through Friday, and then Saturday not go crazy. Have a moderate amount of alcohol, have calories that are within a range where you're not going to feel bloated or uncomfortable, but you can allow yourself to let go a little bit if you plan ahead because you've looked at your calendar and kind of know what's happening. So all of these skills fall under the assumption that it is a priority for you to work on your health. So as a nutrition coach and a fitness coach, usually when someone comes to me, they hire me because they want to get fitter or eat better or lose weight or get stronger. There's some goal that they're working towards, or long-term health on their journey. And then the second skill, if you want to look back on our May video, and I can add a link to these videos, the April and the May video, was regulating your eating habits. And the gist of this one, there's more information in our May challenge, but the gist of this is to have a habit. So whatever your regular habit is of eating. So if every morning you get up and on your way to work, you have a handful of cashews and an apple, so making whatever is already a regular rhythm in your life, becoming aware of that pattern. And then as a nutrition coach, my job is to see how you feel and if this habit is serving you or helping you to attain your goals. Third out of 9 skills. So this month in June, we're going to continue working on the first 2 skills, but then we're going to add the third one, which is matching your energy intake to your needs and goals. So like I've done in previous videos, I want to break down what this means. So matching is like a pair. So you look at your diet and then you look at the person, right? So oftentimes someone comes to a nutritionist and they'll say, well, how many calories do I need to eat per day? So as an individual coach, if I'm working one-on-one with somebody, I can say, hey, can you keep a food log for 3 or 4 days? And we might use apps like MyFitnessPal or Lose It or Fitbit or any other digital tool, so we can be friends and share, and I could see that information. But then we would analyze, okay, how much are you normally eating? Well, if you come in and say you're a 6 foot tall man and you weigh 250 pounds and you're normally already eating 4,000 calories a day, it would not make sense to pick a goal of, so like this would be your energy intake, your 4,000 calories. That's how much energy you're intaking. It would not make sense to go from eating 4,000 calories a day to 2,000. You would probably have a lot of biochemical changes, bio in your body, chemical, your chemistry in your body. Your brain would probably not be too happy. You would probably have a lot of emotional responses to cutting your calories in half. So as a nutrition coach, we might say, okay, if you're this height and this weight and you want to drop like 20 or 30 pounds, whatever your goal is, then let's do what's called a progressive approach. So if you're normally eating 4,000 calories a day, let's take a percentage off of that. Maybe we take 20% of your calories off. So 4,000, so 2, 4, 6, 8. So maybe you're eating about 3,200 calories until your body adapts, and that's not hard anymore. So say you're eating if we go with this example of the 6 foot tall man, if you're eating 3,200 calories a day and you've already lost 5 or 10 pounds, this system is working. But the trick with the human body is the body changes and adapts so quickly. And that's what makes us so incredibly fantastic and wonderful as human beings. The human body and our chemistry is so amazing, but it also can be very tricky and frustrating because what worked in the beginning might not work in 3 or 4 months. So this same gentleman might need to add physical activity. So that would be a part of his needs and goals. Is his goal to gain muscle, get stronger? He might need more actual energy, calories, to fuel the workouts or whatever he's doing. So when we talk about big picture of matching your energy intake is the calories you're consuming. They're somehow getting into your body, whether you're having smoothies or protein shakes, or you put oil on your skin absorbs that oil, or if you're eating actual food, to your needs. So how much energy do you need? And then there are these practices and skills in this goal of matching your energy intake to your needs and goals that we can actually practice in everyday living. So for example, it's monitoring what's called your energy balance. So it is the equation of movement and eating. So say, for example, you sit at a desk. Maybe you wear a Garmin or a Fitbit. You have some sort of a digital watch, an Apple Watch, something, and it monitors how much movement you get in a day. Say we look at this for 3 or 4 days, and we notice you're only moving 3,000 or 4,000 steps a day. That lifestyle, that amount of movement, and this part of the equation, the movement, would demand less energy intake because they're only moving their body 3,000 to 4,000 steps a day. See, on the other hand, you have a person who they have a physical labor job. Maybe they're a postal worker in a place where they're delivering mail on foot, or they just have they have a very active lifestyle. Maybe they're a teacher or a coach, or they do something, standing all day. They might be moving like 12,000, 15,000 steps a day. So their movement part of the equation is much higher, which means their energy intake needs are going to be higher, where that person might need to eat an additional 800 or 900 calories if they want to maintain their weight. So for each person, this is a little different. If you look back, I have a playlist on my YouTube channel that has fitness math. There's actually equations you can put in with your lean body mass. So if you know your body fat percentage, your lean body mass is your body fat percentage minus 100. So say your body fat is 20%, then your lean body mass would be 80% because 100 minus 20 would be 80%. But you can use these numbers to manipulate and see how many calories you need to intake. Another action step is know when and how much to eat. So a lot of times as we age, this is highly personal. So you can have twins. Literally, I've worked with twins. same gender, they might even be identical. And depending on their lifestyle, when they eat, one's hungry in the morning, the other is not. And how much they eat will be dependent again on how much they move and what their lifestyle is like. So one person might have a need because they have a certain aesthetic. Maybe they're doing strength training 3 days a week. So they might need more protein than the other person. So genetics play a role here, but lifestyle, you really do have a lot more control over the way your body looks and your body weight in regards to your results than just by looking at genetics alone. So I've worked with lots of people that have family members, mother-daughter combinations, father-sons. I've worked, like I said, with siblings or twins, and to see, depending on what variables you manipulate, the results can be very different, even though there are blood relatives. So there's a lot of power in eating a healthy diet and exercise. And then the third action that I want to touch on for this June challenge is becoming aware of your appetite. Okay, so oftentimes we're very busy in America. We're running, and the summer is no less busy. Even if your kiddos are out of school for summer, that might mean you're more busy because you're trying to keep them busy, or you're now running to summer camp, or you're taking them to different places, or your lifestyle maybe hasn't changed much. Maybe you're still working full time. Maybe you're in a career where you work at a school and you have 2 months off. So everybody has depending on the individual, their lifestyle might be very different, but becoming aware of how much you actually need to eat, which would be your appetite, is a huge skill to attain in order to match your energy intake to your needs and goals. Because if you don't really know when your body is full, it's hard to know when to stop eating. So how you implement this, like a 5-minute action, is when you're sitting down to eat, taking a few bites of the food, and then take a minute or two, maybe drink some water, or just rest, just take some time. And this, of course, would require that you have a good 20 minutes to sit down and eat a meal. But then just become aware of how you feel. Are you getting full? Are you uncomfortable? Do you need to belch? Is there acid coming back up? Are there bubbles in your throat? Are you drinking a carbonated beverage? How is that mixing with the food that you have going down? So becoming aware of your appetite takes time. This is not something you can do while you're driving through someplace and eating your lunch in like 5 to 7 minutes. Developing the skill of appetite awareness actually takes time. So whether you have, a lot of my clients do work where they'll be like first shift or early in the morning, like 5 a.m. start. So their timing for when they would have time to eat oftentimes would be at dinner. So this is an excellent time to sit down and take in what's on your plate. And then as you are eating the meal, if your body is full, stop eating. Don't finish your plate, just stop eating. You can save it for leftovers. Or if you're at a restaurant and you don't want to take the leftovers home, you can share a meal with a friend. You can take the food home. So there's a lot of different strategies once you become aware of your appetite. Like for example, I'm only 5'2". So if I was with a person eating a meal with a person who was 6'2", I imagine the taller person probably would, usually if our energy levels are about the same and we're about the same physical activity in our lives, the person who's taller is going to need more calories. So these are just some quick tips, and we will have another June video, but please, if you need to review the April, May, or June videos, I encourage you to keep implementing those challenges. But for the month of June, I charge you to really pay attention to how much you actually need to eat. So oftentimes when the weather is warmer, people report, like my clients will tell me they're just not as hungry. So a lot of them are more thirsty, and that makes sense because it's hotter, their body gets dehydrated, they need to drink, water, tea, whatever, but then also alcohol consumption goes up. I've noticed in a lot of my clients in the summer, parties, barbecues, things like this, especially in the Midwest, because we don't have really nice weather for the better part of the year. So it is an exciting time, but please guys, keep paying attention to how you feel, and hopefully you will get the results that you would like. If you would like to reach out to me, the best way to reach me is call or text. It's 708-845-6201, or if you prefer email, you can email me at Elaine Bintz, that's up here, at gmail.com. Again, in between now and then, happy Father's Day. I hope everybody is having a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.